Can you imagine how much cash my real estate throws off with no debt? It's obscene, okay? Here's what I learned when I had, when I was 25 years old, 24 years old, I had $4 million worth of real estate, and I owed $3 million on it, or about 50%, all right? But I ended up losing everything because the bank got sold to another bank, called our notes. And what I learned from that going broke process in my 20s 30 years ago was that those of us that love real estate, people like you and me, Christian, sometimes we forget to measure risk. Common sense tells you, and actual business analysis tells you, that the more debt you have, the more risk you have. And what I've discovered now over 30 years, not only of teaching these things, but of living a completely debt-free life, and I today own several $100 million worth of real estate. What I've discovered in that process, building that portfolio a different way over this 30 years, is that the lack of risk with having no debt has accelerated over the long haul the amount of real estate I can own, because I don't make as many mistakes, I don't have setbacks, I don't have cash flow problems, and I can buy another piece of real estate with just cash flow fairly often, because we've got tremendous rents coming in on these things. Now, so all that to say, what I have learned from my personal walk and from walking with others is that where I know you will be the best off in 10 years and have the most wealth because of the lowered risk and the increased peace in your life, is if you were debt-free. Now, you know, those of you that are playing with real estate or want to play with real estate, let me just tell you something. But when you got payments, you're looking for somebody to pay those payments with their rent.
It's a very good
and
point.
you're more desperate as a landlord to fill your vacancies, and you're more likely to go, well, I know, I kind of had a bad feeling. You go through an eviction, you go through all this stuff, bankruptcies on them, everything else. It's a mess, but you won't overlook that if you're going, I don't think, unless you really make me feel good, that I'm going to let you have the privilege of living in my property, because I don't have any problems now, and I don't need you to bring your problems to me. So you just, desperate landlords make stupid decisions like desperate people of any kind.